Coming. Delta says the Sunday after Thanksgiving, they're expecting 550,000 passengers. That is the most of any day since the start of the pandemic. But the airline industry has already seen several operational meltdowns this year, and a lot of people are wondering if the system can handle this coming rush.
This morning with AAA predicting 4.2 million travelers will take to the sky this Thanksgiving, almost twice as many as last year, questions are looming about vaccine mandates and if airports will have enough employees to handle that crush of passengers. TSA employees have now passed the date where they could get the shot in order to be immunized by the government's November 22nd deadline for federal employees. The TSA won't tell us how many of its workers are still not vaccinated, but as of 3 weeks ago, 40% had not received a shot. A source telling ABC they don't expect Thanksgiving travel to be impacted by potential terminations, saying after the 22nd, TSA workers who remain unvaccinated will be called to meet with supervisors to be counseled and educated on getting vaccinated. If they still don't get the shot, they'll receive a warning, and after that, they'd be subject to termination. American Airlines is requiring its employees to be vaccinated by January 4th, but it's not sharing how many of its employees have gotten the shot. The union, which represents the company's pilots, telling ABC 2 weeks ago they were told 27% of American pilots were still not vaccinated, and they have not been given an update.
I don't know how many will choose to get the vaccination, but when they do, they cannot fly 2 days after that vaccination. And if they have a reaction that goes further, they've got to come off the schedule. So that puts a strain on the schedule already, which is built right to the maximum.
Hoping to smooth out travel, most major airlines in the U.S. are looking to fill positions by the end of the year, from pilots to maintenance techs, some even offering astronomical incentives to employees already on the payroll. American Airlines Flight Attendants Union lobbying for a pay increase. They'll be paid 150% for flights between November 23rd and 29th and December 22nd to January 2nd. And those with no absences starting next Monday through January 2nd will be paid 300% during the peak holiday stretches.
And yesterday in Texas, a federal judge rejected the argument of some United Airlines workers who said the company's vaccine mandate put them in an impossible position. The judge ruled United is within their rights to put all their unvaccinated employees who don't have a medical or religious exemption on unpaid leave. Now, many people are watching to see what these mandates do to airline staffing. Guys?
Okay, Trevor, thanks very much. We're going to turn now to the latest on the fallout over quarterback Aaron Rodgers' comments about his vaccination status. Now, State Farm, which has used Rodgers in its TV commercials for decades, standing by the embattled Packers star. Will Reeves here now with more. Good morning, Will.
Hey, good morning, George. Often when a public figure is in the midst of a scandal, the companies associated with that person have to make a choice. Do they stay close or run away? Aaron Rodgers is ubiquitous as a State Farm pitchman, and it appears it's going to stay that way.
Jake from State Farm, man. Thanks again for the Rodgers race.
Standing by their spokesman. This morning, Aaron Rodgers, one of the faces of the NFL, will remain one of the faces of State Farm amid the backlash to Rodgers confirming he is unvaccinated after testing positive for COVID-19 last week.
Our little secret.
Oh. The insurance giant releasing a statement Monday calling Rodgers a great ambassador for our company for much of the last decade, saying it does not support some of the statements he has made, but respects his right to have his own personal point of view. Rodgers' State Farm commercials are a constant presence on TV.
No Rodgers right, huh?
Especially on NFL Sundays. According to Media Monitor Apex Marketing, 25% of all State Farm ads on television the last 2 Sundays in October featured Rodgers. But last Sunday, that number plunged to 1.5%. State Farm telling Ad Age Friday it would be inappropriate for us to comment on Aaron's vaccination status, adding that its marketing for that weekend included focusing on unveiling a new commercial with NFL legend Terry Bradshaw.
What about the Bradshaw budget?
This past weekend, Wisconsin-based Prevea Health, which had sponsored Rodgers since 2012, parted ways with the quarterback after his appearance on the Pat McAfee Show, where he took issue with the protocols for unvaccinated players like himself.
Non-vaccinated people are the safest people in the building because we're the ones who are testing every single day and wearing masks the entire time. But instead, we're being made to think that we're the dangerous ones.
But according to the CDC, unvaccinated Americans are roughly 10 times as likely to be hospitalized and 11 times as likely to die from COVID-19. The healthcare company saying it encourages helping people to get vaccinated against COVID-19.
It's always a tough spot for a brand that has a celebrity spokesperson, particularly when controversy arises like this.
There's serious money on the line here. Rodgers' endorsement deal with State Farm is worth a reported $2 to $3 million annually. And as one of the best and best known players in the NFL, Rodgers has other lucrative deals with brands including Adidas, Bose, and TaylorMade golf clubs. No news yet on the status of those professional relationships, guys.
Okay, well, thank you.
All right, coming up, Will Smith, TJ Holmes, one-on-one. This one you really need to see. Come on back.
Hello, what is your question?
Will I be successful?
You have to be more specific.
Will I get what I want?
I know what you want. You want everything.
Gucci needs no blood.
This is not the girl's game.
It's time to take out the trash. You can conquer the world.
What game are you playing?
How soon can you do it? Don't miss.
House of Gucci. Rated R. Only in movie theaters Thanksgiving.
What the holidays give is meant to be shared. It's the new traditions that lift us up and the way our celebrations are prepared. It's making room for all so that our world doesn't feel so small. It's when moments of light bring us closer than before and illuminate those we do it for. What we value most shouldn't cost more.
On the outside, I looked fine. I got really good at masking my depression. But inside was a different story. Even though I'd been on an antidepressant for months, I was still feeling depressed.
Is there anything more I can do?
Yes, adding Rexulti may help. When taken with an antidepressant, Rexulti was proven to reduce depression symptoms an extra 62% compared to the antidepressant alone. So you can stay on your current treatment and help build on your progress.
Rexulti can cause serious side effects. Elderly dementia patients have increased risk of death or stroke. Antidepressants may increase suicidal thoughts and worsen depression in those under 25. Call your doctor about fever, stiff muscles, and confusion, which could be life-threatening, or uncontrollable muscle movements, which may be permanent. Increased cholesterol, weight gain, high blood sugar, decreased white blood cells, unusual urges, dizziness on standing, seizures, trouble swallowing may occur. When depression sets you back, keep moving forward. Talk to your doctor about adding Rexulti to your antidepressant.
See you later, teeth stains. Colgate Optic White Renewal deeply whitens with the power of hydrogen peroxide. And try the Optic White Whitening Pen to remove 15 years of stains in just 1 week.
Had enough? No. Arthritis. Here, new Aspirin Arthritis. Full prescription strength. Reduces inflammation. Thank the gods. Don't thank them too soon.
Kick pain in the Aspirin. Every business is on a journey, and along the ride, you'll find many challenges. Your Dell Technologies advisor can help you find the right tech solutions, so you can stop at nothing for your customers.
I brought in Ensure Max Protein with 30 grams of protein.
Those who tried me felt more energy in just 2 weeks. Here, I'll take that.
Ensure Max Protein with 30 grams of protein, 1 gram of sugar, and nutrients to support immune health.
I see trees of green, red roses too. I see them bloom for me and you. Myself. Oh, what a wonderful world.
Now to TJ's one-on-one with Will Smith, the megastar showing us a side of himself we've never seen before, discussing his early life and his upcoming memoir. You hung out in Philly with him?
I did, and Robin, in West Philadelphia, born and raised on the playground is where I spent most of my days. Ooh. Chilling out, maxing, relaxing, all cool. I got my butt beat and bullied every day outside of school. That's how he says the song should have gone. And with that, he is revealing that the Will Smith we know is just a fantasy that was created.
Hold on one second. How about the best live intro ever?
Oh, thank you, George. That means a lot coming from you. But I hooked you in, reeled you in, but that's how he does. The guy you think you know is just a fantasy born out of fear and trauma in his childhood. And look, now with a new movie and a new book, he is finally, Will Smith, ready to introduce himself.
Superstars don't get any bigger than Will Smith.
In West Philadelphia.
The Fresh Prince, the box office record breaker.
I make this look good.
The Grammy winner.
Getting jiggy with it.
The global phenomenon. Will Smith is now, in his new memoir, finally ready to reveal who Will really is.
That's the movie star walk.
Is that what that is?
Back where it all started, Philadelphia.
I was born and raised here, and Philly is stamped on my heart.
What you talk about in this book, that you were carefully crafted Will Smith this thing. And you say clearly, that's not me. This book is about me. And you've been fooling us for 30 years?
There's a certain amount of protection that everybody does. We have a childhood trauma, and we decide that's never going to happen to me again. And in order to not experience that, it demands that we be a certain way. So this was the first time in my life where I felt like I had suffered enough to be able to have something valuable to say.
Is there anything in this book you wanted to make sure you ran by anybody?
I did a 2-week book camp in Miami where I called everybody that I mentioned in the book, and I read everybody, every single word. My mother and I had never even discussed my father, being abusive with her. We had never talked about it.
Ever?
Before, and the first time that we actually sat down and acknowledged the reality was when I read her the chapter. So it was hardcore, man.
You are steadfast and strong as anything in calling yourself a coward in this book. Still, to this day, you consider yourself that, or you passed that?
I always had this sense of being a coward because I watched my father beat up my mother and I didn't do anything. For a 9-year-old, it's hard to break that programming.
You mentioned a time, I think you were 13, that you said he hit her for the last time. And she left, is what you wrote, that you actually thought about suicide.
My mind had twisted it into being my fault that my parents weren't, staying together, and somehow I had failed. That's the thing that you just never know what's going on in the mind of children.
Were you ever worried that what you saw coming up in the house, you would become that?
I always knew I would never be physically violent, but there's a sort of covert emotional violence that can cloak itself in jokes, stabs, and I had to get a hold of in that lane that was even hiding itself from me sometimes.
Why are everybody so fascinated with what's going on with you and Jada?
We are pursuing the kind of love that everybody dreams about. And we just know that the road don't look like everybody think it's supposed to look. But, don't try this at home, children.
You don't give relationship advice necessarily.
I don't feel like I'm necessarily equipped yet to give relationship advice.
Next book.
next book for sure.
I was reading the book and I watched the movie.
I know, right?
But the movie, I cried. Look, man, I cried.
The movie is King Richard, about the man who coached his daughters, Venus and Serena Williams, to superstardom.
Richard discovered something special. Richard had a different tact, and I was just always amazed by how much they love their father.
Now these peoples we about to go see, you gonna show them how dangerous you are?
Yes, Daddy.
Let me see your dangerous face. That's your dangerous face. There you go. That's your dangerous face.
I was very excited to portray that kind of fatherhood on screen.
Man, this is a hell of a watch.
Thank you.
It really is.
Thank
so congrats on that. Congrats on being back in Philly. Congrats on the book.
Thanks for meeting me in Philly. Thanks for coming to hang in Philly.
Of course, man. And let me know when the relationship book's coming out.
I know, yeah. That's the next one. That's the next one. This is the foundation. We're gonna lay the groundwork.
And look, we talked to a lot of authors recently. They say, yeah, it was a pandemic book. I was sitting up in the house. He said, no, he's been thinking about this one for years and years, and finally this was the right time. And he said it this way: in the age of social media, we clean up, right? We filter the truth so often that it can become disingenuous. This is his effort to possibly help by just being honest. So it is a 400-page turner, I assure you. But King Richard, the movie, opens in theaters Friday, November 19th, available to stream on HBO Max as well. But
think I can get that copy?
Oh, by all means.
All right.
I'll see you in a couple of weeks after you read that.
It's worth it. Worth it a few weeks for Will Smith.
Great job,
all right, TJ, great job. Thank you. Coming up next, we have our play of the day. You don't want to miss it. We'll be right back.
Yes, so what I'm saying is people like options. I mean, you take Geico. You can call them anytime you feel like saving money. It don't matter, day or night. Use your computer, your smartphone, your tablet, whatever. The point is, you have options. Ah, how convenient. Oi, crab cakes. What are you looking at?
Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
Once upon a time, there was a reindeer named Tiptoe who was scared to fly.
Fly? Maybe next year.
So her friends gave her the greatest gift of all.
It's a flying machine!
Oh no! I just have to believe.
The gift of believing in herself. So, you ready to fly to Grandma's?
Okay.
What can I do with less asthma? With Dupixent, I can do more yard work, teamwork, long walks.
Game on!
That's how you do more with Dupixent, which helps prevent asthma attacks. Dupixent's not for sudden breathing problems. It's an add-on treatment for specific types of moderate to severe asthma that can improve lung function for better breathing in as little as 2 weeks. It can reduce or even eliminate oral steroids. And here's something important. Dupixent can cause serious allergic reactions, including anaphylaxis. Get help right away if you have rash, shortness of breath, chest pain, tingling, or numbness in your limbs. Tell your doctor if you have a parasitic infection, and don't change or stop your asthma treatments, including steroids, without talking to your doctor. Are you ready to do more with less asthma? Just ask your asthma specialist about Dupixent.
Subway has so much new. I ran out of time in the last ad.
So I'll take it from here. Sorry, Steph. Spokesperson refresh.
Wait, what?
Subway just upped their bread game with the help of some world-class bakers. Looking at you, Nance.
Got to refresh to be fresh.
How many people are in this ad?
That means freshly baked, new artisan Italian, and hearty multigrain. That would go good with. Serious? I didn't even get to finish. See you next commercial.
This is the dimension of imagination.
Visit your Volvo retailer for special offers during our Holiday Safely sales event.
Now with our play of the day, and Steph Curry making history, surpassing NBA legend Wilt Chamberlain as the oldest player to put up more than 50 points and 10 assists in a single game. 33 years old, showing these young ones like Trae Young, who plays for the Atlanta Hawks, how to do it. Everybody compares Trae Young to Steph Curry, but there is only one Curry. Coming up, Ginger in Iceland.
Why is La Roche-Posay recommended by over 90,000 dermatologists worldwide? Because we bring you effective skincare that makes a difference. Like La Roche-Posay Double Repair Face Moisturizer with dermatologist-recommended ingredients including ceramide and niacinamide. Double action helps repair skin's protective barrier after 1 hour and provide 48-hour hydration. So no matter your skin type, even sensitive, you can have healthy-looking skin with La Roche-Posay Double Repair Face Moisturizer.
During Walmart's Black Friday deals for days, there's all the best deals. Score Wednesday online or Friday in store. This season, head to Walmart's Black Friday deals for days.
With clean, fresh ingredients, Panera's new chicken sausage and pepperoni flatbread is a mouth-watering explosion of yes. Craft? Yes. Heartiness? Yes. Living life to the flavor fullest? Heck yes. Panera. Live your yes. Now $1 delivery.
Motrin works fast to stop pain where it starts, like those nagging headaches, uncomfortable period pains, and disruptive muscle aches. You can count on fast, effective relief with Motrin.
Ask me, what's the most important thing about comedy?
What's the most important
Timing!
Saving time is no joke. Get 30% shorter average wait time when you buy and book online at discounttire.com.
Oh, yeah!
Things you start when you're 45. Coaching, new workouts, and screening for colon cancer. Yep, the American Cancer Society recommends screening starting at age 45 instead of 50, since colon cancer is increasing in younger adults. I'm Cologuard. I'm convenient and find 92% of colon cancers, even in early stages. I'm for people 45 plus at average risk for colon cancer, not high risk. False positive and negative results may occur. Ask your provider if Cologuard is right for you.
Shop our holiday best deals now through Saturday at Target. Save big on select floor care, kitchen appliances, TVs, and more. This week only at Target.
When the sun comes up, we get up.
It's family, farming, and fixing all day long.
Go! Can I get an amen?
Daddy's crazy.
We love knocking down walls.
So we can give our clients their perfect dream home. Flippin' adorable. They're gonna love it. It's so beautiful. This is just a totally different house.
You guys can do it all. Good job.
Don't miss Fixer to Fabulous. Only on HGTV.
My helpers abound. I'll need you today. Our sleigh is now ready. Let's get on our way. A mountain of toys to fulfill many wishes must be carried across all roads and all bridges. And when everyone is smiling and having their fun, I can turn my sleigh north because my job here is done.
It's not magic that makes more holiday deliveries to homes in the U.S. than anyone else. It's the hardworking people of the United States Postal Service.
That giant machine behind me here in Iceland can suck in 4,000 tons of carbon dioxide every year. A small sliver of our big problem, but we'll
Scene 103, take one. Here we go.
Still asleep.
So, where to next?
Reflect on the past, celebrate the future with the season of Audi.
Car accident? Find out why Steiger, Green, and Finer clients are saying,
I love my attorney.
Steiger, Green, and Finer got Jose $250,000. That's why he says, I love my attorney.
Steiger, Green, and Finer got Letitia $650,000. No wonder she's saying, I love my attorney.
And for Jesse's accident, Steiger, Green, and Finer got him $1.2 million. Of course he's saying, I love my attorney.
We want all our clients to say,
I love my attorney.
800-561-1111.
Hey, Dad. Miss us?
Reflect on the past, celebrate the future with the season of Audi.
Oh, my dad is.
Get it, light it up.
Local 10 News starts right now.
know it's just before 8 on this cool Tuesday morning. Hi there, I'm JC Birch, but we got to bring in our meteorologist, Julie Durden, to talk about this forecast.
That's right, it is feeling so nice. I know we've got some cloud cover out there, but I don't want you to be worried. These clouds are not expected to produce precipitation. You will need a light sweater or jacket yet again this morning as temperatures have dropped down to the 60s. We are going to see them warm up to the upper 70s and low 80s today, but beautiful sunshine will break through those clouds. Get outside and enjoy.
All right, Julie, only on Local 10, a Pembroke Pines woman becomes the victim of a smash and grab. She says the thieves charged thousands of dollars to her credit card, and she says she stepped away from her car for just a moment when it happened. When she came back, her window was smashed, her valuables were gone, and police are now looking for the thief who ran off. Also happening today, Miami-Dade Public Schools will announce revised COVID-19 protocols for students. Superintendent Alberto Carvalho will hold a press conference this afternoon. The district has not said what the changes will be, but they do say they were made after speaking with medical and public health experts. And right now, the rush is on at South Florida airports. Many vaccinated foreign travelers are once again allowed to enter the U.S. after more than a year and a half of those restrictions. But there are new rules. Travelers must show proof of vaccination and a negative COVID test. With some exceptions, tourism officials hope this will give our economy a big boost just in time for the holiday season.
And now, here's your Local 10 traffic update.
South Florida, this traffic alert is in Miami-Dade on those northbound lanes of I-95. There's a crash right at Northwest 151st Street, causing about 5 miles of delays. You'll be traveling at just 10 miles an hour as those cars that got into that wreck are on the right side of the road, blocking the shoulder there. You'll see a lot of emergency crews. Take US 441 as an alternate.
All right, Andrea, thank you so much. Okay, we are going to send things back over to our partners at ABC News with more Good Morning America, and we're getting ready for your next Local 10 news update coming up in about 30 minutes. Make it a great Tuesday.
This local GMA cut-in brought to you by South Florida Honda dealers.
Randy, he didn't deserve this.
A death behind bars is raising questions and is under investigation.
Whatever happened in that cell, God gonna bring everything to the light.
What really happened in this jail? Local 10's Lauren Livingston with this shocking story tonight at 11.
Let's face it, tests matter for college admissions and scholarships.
The high ACT score really helps with getting scholarships.
Huntington has helped me reach my full potential, and now I have a lot of options for college.
Call Huntington Learning Center at 1-800-CAN-LEARN for tutoring and test prep.
Look for the bare necessities, the simple bare necessities. Forget about your worries and your strife. The bare necessities of life.
All the delivery, no delivery fees, Dash Pass.
Over $1 billion in prizes, plus bonus play.
So much gift.
So much gift.
So much gift.
Holiday scratch-offs from the Florida Lottery. It's your ticket.
Claim it!
Huntington helps students get back on track.
I have really high goals for my future, and I'm confident that Huntington is helping me get there.
It's a peace of mind for us parents knowing that we're going to be okay.
Call Huntington Learning Center at 1-800-CAN-LEARN for tutoring and test prep.
Local 10 Morning News, weekdays starting at 4:30 a.m.
Good morning, America. It's 8 a.m. The investigation into the Houston Music Festival tragedy. New video of fallen fans during the Travis Scott concert. This morning, we hear from one 18-year-old who pleaded with the crew to stop the show.
Allegations of a major IVF mix-up and two mothers giving birth to babies who were not theirs. This morning, we hear from one of the couples as they file a lawsuit over the alleged mistake they say haunts their family.
Deep freeze. With soaring home heating costs, the inexpensive quick fixes you can do now to save you cold, hard cash this winter.
GMA is live from Iceland. Ginger in the land of fire and ice. We're taking you to a volcano this morning to get a closer look at the front lines of the fight against the climate emergency.
Escapade in the ballroom, the queen of Rhythm Nation taking over dancing. Suni Lee flipping out for a perfect score on Janet Jackson night. JoJo and Jenna's salsa leaving Derek speechless. But who did the night take a nasty turn for?
And get ready to be dazzled by Disney's 60th animated film, Encanto. Actor John Leguizamo is live on the groundbreaking new movie, and as he's saying,
"Good morning, America." Wow.
Live in Times Square, this is GMA.
You see John's face.
Makes you smile.
It's true. Every single time. Glad you're starting your day with us on this Tuesday morning.
And George, you've got a big interview this morning with the king of the chessboard.
That's right. Oliver Boydell, 11 years old. There he is right there, chess champion. He makes sure to give me a yearly dose of humble pie by beating me pretty badly at chess. He's out with a new book right now, got some new chess moves, and he's going to present a problem to me. We'll see if I can.
But hold on, when you play each other, is it even close?
No.
Really?
Actually, no. The last year we played, I was able to last almost 20 minutes.
Hey there.
What did you do? Just take a long time between your moves?
Oh, snap. Michael Strahan.
I'm sorry, George. Very rarely you can get somebody better than George or something.
That's true. True that. All of that is ahead, but we do have a lot of news in this hour that we want to start with. A concert disaster, of course, in Texas. Investigation into the crowd surge that left 8 people dead, hundreds injured. We're going to go back to Marcus Moore, who is there in Houston with the latest. Good morning again, Marcus.
Oh, Robin, good morning. This was the 3rd annual concert, the first since the pandemic, and it had a sold-out crowd. 50,000 fans came here. And this morning, we are hearing new first-hand accounts from the people who tried desperately to stop the show. This morning, new video shows those chaotic moments that had fans pleading for Travis Scott to end his Astroworld Music Festival as it turned deadly. These new images taken under a crushing, tangled pile of fallen fans showing concert goers crying out for help. One seen dialing 911 as the concert raged on around them. 8 people were killed and dozens of others seriously hurt as the crowd surged at Friday's hip-hop festival in Houston. 18-year-old Aiden Cruz can be seen here climbing a camera platform, pleading with the concert crew to stop the show.
I'm trying to get Travis's attention and other people's attention, and then he's telling us to get down and everything, and we just get down. The security finally comes after I realized that's not working.
Scott saying he'll cover all funeral costs, refund admission to all attendees, and offer counseling sessions to anyone affected by the tragedy. And Scott's team says those are the first of many steps he plans to take as part of his personal vow to assist those who were affected throughout their grieving and also the recovery process. Guys.
Marcus, thank you.
Coming up, allegations of a major IVF mix-up as a couple who claims their embryo was mistakenly switched before birth. They're speaking out about it this morning.
Plus, with heating bills set to soar, we have some expert tips to save some cold, hard cash while keeping your home warm this winter. And George?
Encanto star John Leguizamo joins us live. We'll be right back.
He was playing chess, people. He was playing chess on the phone. You were playing chess on your phone.
I was.
Trying to get ready.
Oh, boy.
I can feel the warmth deep down in my bones. When I walk through that open door, I know that I am home.
I miss him too.
You're my home. You're my home. Love brings us here. Together we can do no wrong. Together's where we all belong. You're my home. My home.
all day. I put in the work all day. I put in the work all day. Look, no, I don't care what you think or say. I put in the work all day. I put in the work all day.
Oh, this world's a little crazy. Oh, you are mine.
Spray, lift, skip, step, swipe, lift, spin, dry, slam, pan, still fresh, move, 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 and still fresh. Degree, ultimate freshness activated when you move.
Not only do Centrum multigummies taste great, they help support your immune defenses too. Because a healthy life starts with a healthy immune system. With vitamins C and D and zinc, getting out there has never tasted so good. Try Centrum multigummies.
Home is a place to share with the ones you love. And at Stanley Steamer, we love homes. However you choose to celebrate the season, we're here to make sure that your home is clean and safe for the holidays.
Why hide your skin if Dupixent has your moderate to severe eczema or atopic dermatitis under control?
Hide our skin, not us.
Because Dupixent targets a root cause of eczema, it helps heal your skin from within, keeping you one step ahead of it. And for kids ages 6 and up, that means clearer skin and noticeably less itch.
Hide my skin? Not me.
By helping to control eczema with Dupixent, you can change how their skin looks and feels. And that's the kind of change you notice.
Hide my skin? Not me.
Don't use if you're allergic to Dupixent. Serious allergic reactions can occur, including anaphylaxis, which is severe. Tell your doctor about new or worsening eye problems, such as eye pain or vision changes, or a parasitic infection. If you take asthma medicines, don't change or stop them without talking to your doctor. When you help heal your skin from within, you can show more with less eczema. Talk to your child's eczema specialist about Dupixent, a breakthrough eczema treatment.
MMM is the Medicare Advantage plan that offers more of what you need, like free wellness activity services and much more. Call MMM, Medicare and much more today. 844-212-9859. MMM is the Medicare Advantage plan that offers more of what you need, like up to $1,260 for OTC delivered directly to your home and much more. Call MMM, Medicare and much more today, 844-212-9859.
Welcome back to GMA. We're glad you're with us this morning. Tomorrow, we are live in Nashville for the CMA Awards.
You're going to be heading there soon, Larry?
Yes, right after this.
That is always such a fun morning.
I'm excited. And the weather's supposed to be nice and warm,
Perfect.
which is rare.
Yes.
It's usually really chilly this time of year. Old Dominion will be giving us our own concert, so I hope you all
And Jimmy Allen will be joining us.
Jimmy Allen, yes. We're going to talk about Jimmy Allen right now,
Okay,
actually.
let's do
you
it.
guys ready for
Pop
some pop
news.
news?
We're ready.
All right, let's do it, guys. Dancing with the Stars joining Rhythm Nation last night. The show all about Janet Jackson with surprise dance-offs and a shocking double elimination. Take a look.
No, my first name ain't baby. It's Janet. Miss Jackson, if you missed it.
It was Janet Jackson night on Dancing with the Stars and the superstar joining live from London.
Tonight is all for you.
That's so sweet, and I'm so honored.
Each dancing duo performing 2 routines, fighting for a spot in the semifinals. And on double elimination night, 2 couples did not make the cut.
Olivia and Val.
Olivia, Jade, and Val were the first to go.
It really was such a special experience, and I am just over the moon that I even made it this far.
Also no longer in the running, Jimmy Allen and Emma Slater.
I wanted to do 3 things: make people smile, make them laugh, and make them cry to remember, things that they've had or someone they've lost. And I feel like we did all that.
Jimmy, you did just that. The 6 remaining couples are heading now to the semifinals. That's this coming Monday night, Dancing with the Stars, 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 Central. And very happy to announce this year our Dancing with the Stars after party is back, George.
Oh, boy.
Yes. We're so
What day is that?
Don't tell him the date, everybody. It's the morning after the finale. Don't do the math here. It's November 22nd is the finale. We'll have all the finalists and the winners live right here on GMA for a massive dance party. And Jimmy Allen, you did a great job. I'll see you in Nashville. He'll be hosting the pre-show and also GMA for the CMAs. So excited to have you, and great job. Adele, by the way, is at it again, releasing a second song from her upcoming album in a surprising way. Here's Adele's Hold On in a new ad for Amazon. Take a look.
Oh, I truly hate being me. Every day feels like the road I'm on. Mine just open up and swallow me whole.
That commercial highlighting the pressure of anxiety and how a little kindness can make a huge difference. Hold On is the second song released from Adele's new album. That's called 30. The debut single, Easy on Me, so easy on the ears, it's blowing up the charts. The album dropped everywhere on November 19th.
Can't get here fast enough.
I know, her music is...
out an album.
Yeah, she really does. So talented and smart. Finally, guys, we need you to meet Doug. Spelled D-U-G. Yeah, that's the name Colin and Donna Craig Brown gave this. It's a giant potato.
Whoa.
It came out of their New England garden. Colin wasn't sure what it was at first until he scratched the skin and, quote, took a taste. Yeah, he did that. And he realized they had struck Yukon Gold, everybody. The Browns are just waiting for the Guinness Book of World Records to confirm, but it appears their 17-pound spud, I just called it a stud spud, may mash the current world record. Ooh. That's appetizing.
What are you having for breakfast?
And there are other ways to figure out what it is.
Yeah, right. That was brave, Mr. Brown.
Thank you, Lara.
Thank you, Lara. We're going to move on now to a claim that two babies were switched not at birth, but before birth in a fertility clinic mix-up. One of the couples has filed a lawsuit over a mistake they say should not have happened. Zareen Shah is in Los Angeles with the story. Good morning, Zareen.
Good morning, George. There have been a lot of stories about embryo mistakes, but this is a rare claim. Two moms allegedly getting the wrong embryo, then swapping the babies they raised after finally meeting their own. This morning, a shocking lawsuit alleging a major IVF mix-up.
This other family has your genetic daughter and you have theirs. And we were like, well, okay, but now what?
Alexander and Daphna Cardinale now suing the California Center for Reproductive Health after claiming Daphna and another mother gave birth to babies that allegedly were not theirs. The Cardinale say they went through IVF for their second child 2 years ago and got pregnant with a baby girl. You were really excited about this. Yeah.
We sort of envisioned the family being complete now.
According to the lawsuit, after Daphna gave birth, Alexander was confused and dismayed that the baby did not resemble either parent.
I just didn't recognize her.
She looked probably Asian, right? Or at least in part, like, couldn't really tell.
The lawsuit stating 2 months after the birth, a DNA test confirmed Alexander's worst fear. The child was not related to the Cardinales, which the Cardinales say left them uncertain if their biological child even existed.
I was really hoping that the embryo was still sitting in there in the lab. But we had this baby, and she was perfect, and we were in love with her. And I was just so scared that we were going to lose her.
They say they eventually met the biological parents of the child they had been raising. That family was raising the baby from the Cardinals' embryo, Zoe. Within months, the two children were back with their biological families. But now the Cardinals' lawsuit claiming the long-term consequences of this baby swap continue to haunt their entire family.
With my birth daughter, I knew her. I carried her. I nursed her whole life. But Zoe, I didn't know. I didn't know what she felt like. I didn't know what she smelled like. I was just trying to learn her as quickly as I could, but she wasn't familiar.
The lab has not returned our request for comment about the lawsuit, but the couple and their lawyer now calling for regulation.
We're in the Wild West days of the American fertility industry. There are virtually no regulations. There are more regulations that pertain to barbershops and nail salons than to fertility clinics.
As for the Cardinals, they want other parents going through the IVF process to ask tough questions, but they say they have done their best to forge a larger family with the other parents and their birth daughter. Robin.
All right, Zorine, thank you so much for sharing that with us. Appreciate it. Now to home heating bills. Multiple utilities warning that heating costs are expected to soar this winter, but how you warm your home could affect how much you pay. Janae Norman is at home and has all that for us there in Jersey. Good morning, Janae.
Robin, good morning. I get to do a live shot barefoot. With the temperatures dropping outside and those warnings about higher bills, we talked with experts about ways to keep the cold out and your house warm without burning a hole in your pocket. Heating costs this winter are expected to hit our wallets hard, and some, like Marissa Verna and her husband, are watching any hikes closely.
I am nervous about my bill. I run a small business out of my house, and I also work full-time remote, so the cost of any bill going up is alarming.
The Vernas say their gas bill is roughly $240, but with projected increases, it could be as high as $360. Experts like Andy Frank, president of Sealed, a New York-based company helping clients make their homes more energy efficient, says it depends on your source of heat.
Propane is expected to have the biggest increases. Now, propane is not the most common heating fuel in the U.S., but for those that use it, primarily homes in the Midwest and in rural areas, it could jump much higher than the other fuels.
The Energy Information Administration putting out winter 2021 numbers for heating, saying propane could jump possibly 54 to 94%. That's nearly double the amount it was last year. Natural gas could be seeing a 30 to 50% increase, and heating oil roughly 43 to 59% more. But there are a lot of factors that will play into how much your bill could go up.
So if it's a colder than expected winter, we expect those bills to rise even more dramatically. And that's because your local utility companies often buy energy in advance in bulk based on what they expect the weather to be.
So what can you do to get ready for colder weather? Our experts recommend air sealing and upgrading insulation to prevent warm air from escaping the house. Also, installing a smart thermometer can help cut down on your bill. And so our expert says one way to save on heating is to find and seal any cracks. So we've got this thermal imaging camera here. You can see it on your screen. It shows where there is heat escaping, where there's the cold and the heat. So you can see there's about a 7-degree difference or so right here by the windows. Experts say you can caulk or weather strip or insulate those areas to help save money. Robin.
Good tips there. Short commute right there to your living room. Great job, Janae. Thanks so much.
Not bad.
Not bad at all.
Okay, Robin, we're going to turn now to that House of Horrors case in California that shocked the world in 2018. Children of the Turpin family are speaking out for the first time with Diane Sawyer recounting a life of brutality at the hands of their parents until 2 sisters escaped and got them rescued. Diane's new special shows new police body cam footage from inside the house.
13 siblings held captive by their parents.
The chilling discovery inside a family home.
For the first time, a survival story like you've never seen.
Hello, this is 911. Do you have an emergency? I just ran away from home because I don't think the family is 15 and we have abusing parents.
Now, finally hear from the family.
My whole body was shaking. I couldn't really dial 911 because... I'm sorry.
I don't know how you had the courage.
I think it was like us coming so close to death so many times.
It was literally a now or never.
If something happened to me, at least I died trying.
Never before seen.
My 2 little sisters right now chained up.
Where are they chained up at?
On their bed.
What are your parents going to do when they find out you left?
They're going to want to literally kill me.
No weapons in the house?
I do have gun. It's locked up.
How many kids do you have?
13.
Sarge, you got another room in the front right here with 2 kiddos in the bed.
Stop me dead in my tracks.
Starved, beaten, tied up.
What do you know about why these 2 people did this to their children?
13 times over.
There are cases that stick with you, that haunt you, and that's what we're looking at here.
Every day did you wake up in terror? Sometimes people were chained for, what, months?
Yeah.
Months?
Yeah.
Unbearable.
Yeah.
mother, she choked me. And I thought I was gonna die.
The only word I know to call it is hell.
And what has happened since?
People couldn't believe this.
The public deserves to know.
Staggering strength, courage, and the will to survive. The escape from horror.
My parents took my whole life from me, but now I'm taking my life back.
Oh my gosh, this is so free. Like, this is life.
I want the Turpin name. Like, wow, they're strong. They're not broken. They've got this.
Escape from a House of Horror, a Diane Sawyer special event. Friday night, November 19th on ABC and stream on Hulu.
Completely unimaginable story.
And I mean, we all remember the story, but to see it again like this and the access that they had, the footage, and knowing what they went through.
And to see the strength of those girls. Wow. Really something. Escape from House of Horror, Diane Sawyer special event airs on 2020, Friday, November 19th at 9 Eastern, right here on ABC. Let's go to Ginger in Iceland.
Yes, George, scientists have given us a carbon budget if we want to curb the warming of our planet. And that machine right there could help us reach the goal. I'll tell you how in just a bit. But for now, let's get a check a little closer to home.
Hi there, South Florida. I'm morning field meteorologist Julie Durda, and I hope you're enjoying these temperatures. I know it doesn't look that pretty out there. We have some stubborn clouds rolling in, but don't worry, these clouds are not producing precipitation. We are expecting this north breeze to eventually start to push in from the northeast. That's going to bring us a slight chance of a sprinkle today. Better chance of showers going into the end of the week and warming up our temperatures. So light sweater or jacket needed this morning, highs in the upper 70s and low 80s.
Or profit. Well, they're hoping that this technology, all those fans that you see behind me, this could be scaled up by 2050 to take out gigatons of CO2. What's a gigaton, you say? Well, India, for perspective, released more than 3 gigatons just this year. So this could end up being a game changer.
Iceland, not only a wondrous nation with so much to offer, but also almost 100% powered by renewables. And in a remote area just 20 miles southeast of the country's capital, Reykjavik, you'll find Hale, the largest geothermal power plant in Iceland.
So we are standing here in the mossy lava fields, which is actually a volcano. And so we are harnessing the heat from the underground to produce electricity.
Part of that emissions-free electricity now powers another nearby climate change fighting machine. Meet Climeworks' Orca, Icelandic for energy. It's the largest direct-air carbon capture facility in the world, and it just opened in September. Its giant fans and filters can remove 4,000 tons of CO2 every year. It's all part of a joint project with Iceland's CarbFix, the two companies working together to clean the atmosphere by taking CO2 from the air and turning it into stone.
The largest quantities of carbon on Earth are already stored in the bedrock underneath us, in minerals and so forth. So what we did was find a way to sort of imitate and speed up this process using science and innovation.
We humans put out nearly 40 billion tons of CO2 just this year, so taking out 4,000 tons is really just a drop in the bucket. They do want to scale this up fast, and here's how it works. Once the carbon is captured, you see those gray pipelines? It is mixed with water, kind of a fizzy water, that travels through those pipes and into these igloo-like structures. Now, once inside the igloo, it is injected a half a mile beneath the Earth's surface.
This is more or less an oversized soda stream machine. It makes carbonated water, and this is what we inject into the bedrock.
The carbonated water is pumped into the ground. There, it's released into the volcanic basalt rock. It mineralizes in less than 2 years. Both companies say what happens in Iceland does not have to stay in Iceland.
We're getting more and more interest, and we are speaking of scaling this up to millions and hundreds of millions and eventually billions of tons over the next 30 years.
At that scale, it could make a huge dent in the rapid warming of our planet.
A number of technologies that we have to bring to scale rapidly, but the good news is that those technologies exist, so we have to get to work and do it.
They tell me the basalt is essentially limitless, and this is water intensive, 25 tons of water for every 1 ton of carbon dioxide, but it's a closed loop. Michael, this has to come with a big cut in carbon dioxide overall.
Ginger, I'm glad I'm so happy you're bringing all this to light. These are things.
I want to say something.
Jealousy.
He's not showing you the effort that you deserve.
Comes straight for Nate.
I came in on my white horse and I saved her. Let's go for top, bro.
New Bachelorette, ABC tonight.
Luke Bryan hosts the CMA Awards. Wednesday, 8/7 Central on ABC.
Local 10 News starts right now.
Oh, just before 8:30 on this fantastic Tuesday. Loving this weather. I'm JC Birch. Let's get that forecast from Julie now.
Yeah, it looks fantastic everywhere we go. A terrific start to your Tuesday. Blue skies all the way down into the Keys. Now, where we've been dealing with the cloud cover has been over parts of Miami-Dade and Broward. Temperatures all really comfortable. We've got the lower 70s in Key West thanks to the sunshine, mid-60s in Miami, Fort Lauderdale, even the lower 60s still in Weston. So highs today will be reaching the upper 70s and low 80s. Get outside and enjoy.
All right, developing news right now. Police investigating a possible double shooting in Florida City. Neighbors telling Local 10 2 people were shot on Monday night right near Northwest 5th Street and 7th Avenue. Our cameras spotted officers talking to witnesses. We're still waiting to hear from police about exactly what happened, and if they're searching for a shooter, we'll keep you updated. And trouble on the tracks in Pompano Beach. An SUV ending up in the path of an oncoming Brightline train. On the very first day, the high-speed train resumed service on Monday. A 71-year-old grandmother and her 1-year-old grandson were inside. We're told the grandmother suffered broken bones, but the child is okay. Both are now back home from the hospital.
And now, here's your Local 10 traffic update.
Miami-Dade, a traffic alert for you on 137th Avenue on those northbound lanes. This is the scene moments ago, Sky 10 over it. This is right where 137th Avenue meets the Dolphin Expressway. It's blocking 2 right lanes. A vehicle involved in this crash with a Comcast truck. Traffic squeezing through those remaining lanes there. You'll want to avoid this and make sure to just have some patience in this area because it's causing several miles of delays.
All right, Andrea, thank you so much. We're going to pass you back over to Good Morning America, but I'll see you here with Eric Yahtzee coming up at 9 a.m.
This local GMA cut-in brought to you by South Florida Honda dealers.
Next live, Jordan Davis performs By Dirt.
By dirt, find one you can't live without.
Who knew dirt could be so beautiful? Plus Juliette Lewis.
Live with Kelly and Ryan. This morning at 10 on Local 10.
With more days to play and more ways to win, Powerball just got more powerful. Play the new Powered Up Powerball from the Florida Lottery. It's your ticket.
Claim it!
Welcome back to GMA, live from Times Square.
We do welcome you back, and you are in for a treat because our next guest is a Tony and Emmy-winning actor who has played over 100 film, TV roles.
Not all of them great, though.
Hey! I
gotta say.
Great. I just told you I saw Chef again. Now, that was a
good one. I've been in some good ones, too.
Okay.
Don't get me wrong.
John Leguizamo, ladies and gentlemen. Yes. He's part of Disney's animated film with Encanto. So good. You were just telling us that you used to work here in Times Square.
I used to work at Kentucky Fried Chicken down the corner of 40 Deuce.
Yeah, and look at you now. Look at you now, baby.
Thank God I've made it.
No, you have made it, and you can do it all. And you even got to live out being a rapper.
I'm a closet rapper. I rap in the shower. I'd be like, brothers are riding me like a pony. I'm no phony. I'm the only real macaron. So I'm not good, obviously. Obviously, I can't rap. But I was so glad I got the call from Lin-Manuel saying, I wrote a rap for you in this animated movie. And I'm like, yo, I'm down. Sign me up. To work with Lin, who wrote, I guess, the masterpiece of our century, Hamilton. I was like, I was over the moon.
Well, you're in another masterpiece, Encanto. Disney's 60th animated film, and it is set in Colombia, where you were born.
Yeah.
So how did it feel to be part of a film that represents your culture?
Oh man, this is the highlight of my life, to see a whole Latinx cast in Disney's 60th movie, because Disney is sort of the barometer of culture around the world. If you're in a Disney movie, your people have made it. And here we have, you know, arepas. You see like all the little Easter eggs, like arepa con queso, buñuelos. Carlos Vives did the vallenato music. That's our cultural music, and cumbia, and it's just incredible.
Let's show everybody.
Yeah, let's see.
Help me!
You're very sweaty. On the day after it comes out, as a whole family are going en masse.
Do they give you feedback on your work? Your kids?
You know, your kids are the most honest people in the world, and they give lots of feedback. You know, like, you know, Dad, that joke wasn't as funny, or, you know, you could have been a little more amusing. They'll criticize me for this somehow. I made some mistake. It's all good.
It's part of it.
But yeah, exactly.
It's part of it. My kids, they criticize
It's like the humble pie you were talking about.
Exactly.
Eating a slice every day.
But you've been in Moulin Rouge. You've been in 25 years since Romeo and Juliet.
25
They can't criticize those. But what are your fondest memories, I guess, best way to say it, of those movies?
Well, besides making it, I mean, I was with a posse that was so fun. Leo DiCaprio. I mean, he loves to party. And we were all about the right age. We were partying all over Mexico. It was the wildest times I've ever had on a flick. He partied harder than I did at his age. Yeah, I didn't party that hard.
You know, you were talking about the Latinx community, your dedication to the Latinx community. You're trying to take it into new places as well. Tell us about this new comic, Phenom X.
Well, you know, it's like we're the largest ethnic group in America, the oldest ethnic group in America, and we don't have a superhero. That's crazy when we have superheroes in everyday life. Half the Mets are Latinx. All of you know, the Astros, half the MMA, Canelo, AOC. I mean, we got great superheroes in the world. Where's our superhero in movies? So, you know, Black and Latin communities, they dump a lot of toxins there, and, you know, they put pollutants in our communities. And I was wondering, instead of it making us sick, what if it gave us a superpower? What if it made us immune to everything? And so that's how I created Phenom X. This guy grows up in Jackson Heights, and he's getting all these toxins, and now he's got this power, and the FBI wants him.
So he's immune to everything?
He's immune to everything. Nothing can destroy him.
Wow. Because
he grew up, you know, in America, in a poor community where they dump all the toxins.
Wow.
But wait,
I flipped it.
Yeah,
I flipped
that's
it.
right. That's right.
Brilliant.
That's ghetto nerd power right there. Yeah.
I heard it put that way. That's one. John, thank you. Thank you for always keeping it real.
Oh, thank you. Thank you for having me.
Your talent. Oh, my gosh. And Encanto hits theaters November 24th. Coming up, Lucy Hale is going to tell us about her thriller series, Ragdoll. She's here live as well. Come on back.
The time is now to join Solis Health Plans, because Solis has the benefits you're looking for, like $65 a month on a healthy foods meal card, plans with zero copays on everything, mental health service coordinators for qualified members, and best of all is that Solis is truly local. What are you waiting for? We're neighbors, and neighbors help one another. Join Solis Health Plans today. 1-833-33-SOLIS. Solis Health Plans, amazing health care just around the corner.
At Sylvester, a unique cancer treatment plan is created just for you by our multidisciplinary team of specialists.
As South Florida's only NCI-designated cancer center, Sylvester's cancer experts provide innovative therapies you may not find anywhere else in the world.
We customize your care plan because cancer treatment is personal.
Sylvester Comprehensive Cancer Center. See a cancer expert today.
Go to Lou Backroad Chevrolet for the lowest prices on a huge selection of pre-owned vehicles. We have the pre-owned car you're looking for at a payment you can afford from just $95 a month. Sure, used Chevys, but everything else too. Even tons of Highline vehicles. Got a trade-in? We'll pay thousands above book value for it. Lou is the real used car giant. Lou Backroad Chevrolet, Pompano Beach and Coconut Creek.
Hey AT&T customers, there's never been a better time to switch to Xfinity. Get the fast and reliable internet you deserve for only $20 a month for 12 months. And for the first time ever, we'll give you 12 times the speed for the same price when you add Xfinity Mobile. That's more speed and you'll save hundreds over AT&T. Switch now to Xfinity Internet to power all your devices and get started for just $20 a month. Plus, for a limited time, get $300 back and a 5G phone on us. Get this deal before it's gone. Click, call, or visit a store today.
All your favorite country artists come together for one unforgettable night. The CMA Awards, live from Nashville. All right! With performances by country's hottest stars. And collaborations you'll only see on this stage.
This has just been the most magical night.
Luke Bryan hosts the CMA Awards live, Wednesday, 8/7 Central on ABC, and stream next day on Hulu.
We are back now on GMA with actress Lucy Hale. You know her from Pretty Little Liars, but now she's taking a darker turn in the new series Ragdoll on AMC+. Good morning, Lucy. Great to see you.
Good morning. It's so nice to see you. It's been a while.
It's been a long while, and I want to talk about this new role. For most of your fans out there, this is a departure from what they're used to seeing you in, but you consider yourself a true crime junkie.
I do. I'm like the first. I'm totally on the true crime bandwagon. My mom, sister, and I have a text thread talking about our new favorite true crime podcast. So I feel like I've almost been preparing for this role without knowing my whole life. Grew up loving forensic files.
Oh.
But the show is different. It's dark. There should be a disclaimer. It's pretty disturbing, but I'm into that. I'm into the darker side of things.
The disclaimer, so we're going to see you in action. Let's check it out.
Anything from the prison caterers?
A possible intruder last week, specifically this silhouette.
Yes! Take the rest of the day off.
Will that be all?
It's just a joke.
I know that there are a lot of unknowns right now, and I'm only telling you this because I really want us to succeed, but I do not respond to that tone. She does not respond to that tone.
That. You made me sit back in my seat just looking at that
Know
clip.
your place.
Yes. But I know you finished filming a rom-com, The Hating Game, right before you shot this. So what was it like switching gears like that?
It's so funny because I clearly don't set rules for the type of projects I do because I love both ends of the spectrum, but I was just telling you, I shot The Hating Game this time last year in upstate New York, did Ragdoll in London, finished a couple of months ago, and as life would have it, they're both coming out at the same time, which is great. Like, you gotta have balance, a little bit of both.
Well, we can't get enough of watching you on film anyway.
Well, you're very kind.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And I'm a truth teller.
Yeah.
But one of your biggest roles is Aria Montgomery in Pretty Little Liars. We all know you from there, but they're talking about a reboot.
Yeah.
Are we going to possibly see you make an appearance?
You know, they're filming it right now, I believe, and it sounds really interesting. I don't know. I mean, like I said, I don't set rules for myself, keep the options open, but I think they're doing the whole concept with a new group of lovely girls, and I wish them the best of luck, and I'm equally as curious to see what they do with it.
But what you just said has a lot of fans of the show going, she's coming back.
I'll never tell. We'll see. We'll see.
We'll see.
We'll see. I don't know. I'm like, call me. Will you guys book me for that? No. As of now, I'm not, but I am on the sidelines.
And we know you got your start in entertainment singing. Mm-hmm. And you've been posting some amazing throwback stage performances when you were a teenager. So what's that about? What's the story here?
And it's right here. So this is actually... Wow, I just laugh because I'm probably 13 or 14 here. This is in Memphis, Tennessee. And I somehow had the confidence to sing like Mariah and Whitney. I need to bring back that energy because I would never have the guts to do that these days. But yeah, I grew up loving music and that sort of is what led to the love of acting. So I kind of always hoped I would have a job in entertainment, and I've been riding the wave ever since singing in Memphis, Tennessee. So.
Well, it's working out for you.
Thank
working
you.
Out well. Great to see you again.
You too.
And
thanks.
don't make it such a long time for us to see you.
If it's up to me, you guys won't get rid of me. So.
Well, the door is always open here at GMA. Let's tell you that. And we're going to tell everybody at home, Ragdoll. It premieres this Thursday on AMC+. Make sure you check out Lucy Hale, everybody, and stay right. Oh, now we're not going to stay anyway. You stay there because we're going to go back to Ginger. Hey, Ginger.
Hey, Michael, the drone that you've been seeing throughout the morning has also been capturing that steam coming up from the plants. That is steam, not a bunch of emissions like you usually see from industry, because Iceland is run on geothermal energy. They're almost 100% renewables here because they have the ability to do so. It's such a leader, and now we've got this amazing carbon capture happening. So glad we were able to bring you that story. But we have so much more to get to, including an 8-part television series to talk about. This one called Great Escapes with Morgan Freeman. It's true stories about legendary jailbreaks using dramatic recreations, cutting-edge visual effects. Great Escapes with Morgan Freeman premieres tonight on the History Channel. All right, let's go ahead and get a check now, a little closer to home.
I know South Florida doesn't look pretty out there, but it still has a little bit of a chill with these temperatures. Waking up to the 60s, we will notice highs today reaching the upper 70s and lower 80s in some areas. A pleasant fall day. Enjoy.
Holidays are coming up fast, and for many of us, the search is on for great gifts for the whole family. This segment is sponsored by Dick's Sporting Goods. They're committed to your finding the ideal presents, from sports products to exercise equipment to stylish apparel, with a little help from a familiar face from Bachelor Nation.
Will you marry me?
Oh my gosh. Yes. Ali Mano found her way into our hearts as Ali F on The Bachelorette. Now the wife and mom of 2 is teaming up as a spokesperson for our sponsor, Dick's Sporting Goods, to help you find the perfect gifts for the whole family this holiday season.
For the first time in such a long time, families are coming back together for the holidays. And here you're gonna find so many gifts that not only get families moving, laughing, but having a lot of fun too.
Starting with the gift of fun.
I love the Prince table tennis table. It's one of those gifts that you open up and you're like, oh, we have to get this set up right now. Gosh, you guys. I feel like any gift that gets the family outside is such a win, and that's why I love the Lifetime portable basketball hoop, because not only does it get the family moving, but you get to have a lot of fun doing it. So I'm open. Yes, I did it.
On top of the gear to help you play your best, it's always important to look good too. So Allie's helping us pick out 2 outfits that stand above the rest.
Jackson's wearing this super versatile look by Nike. I absolutely love this. The material is so soft, and he can really wear it anywhere, from hanging out with friends to playing sports to just lounging on the couch. And then Reagan, she is wearing this ensemble by Adidas. I love this look so much. It's also got a really flattering cut that's really on trend. And then check out her Adidas Ultra Boost sneakers. This print is so fun, so fashion forward, and they're super comfortable.
Sometimes self-care is the most important gift on your list.
I'm a busy mom of 2, so if I'm not working out in my home, I'm not working out at all. So to have the convenience to use workout equipment at home, like the NordicTrack 2450 treadmill, is just so amazing. It comes with a free 30-day iFit family membership.